That's enough now. We got Via versus Ekop. Next up, it's 2-1 for Planetkey at the moment, so Ekop needs to win now.
Yeah.
You got your fire prepared. I got my fire prepared. What are you talking with me, producer?
Wow.
Yeah.
BMing Timo.
You
You know that everyone loves Timo in the chat, right?
Timo, but they might think we're talking about Timo and not Timo, so everyone could get confused by now. Okay.
You mean we're talking to Merlin?
We're talking to Merlin. That could be crazy. Just spoilering second names. So, without any further ado, Ekop versus Via, and we're ready to go.
They actually look kind of the same.
But you cannot compare someone with Ekop with those eyes. Like, no one can do it like him.
Sexy eyes.
Sexy eyes. We got Twilight Drake for Ekop in his Handlock versus a Miracle Rogue. So we had that matchup just a second ago. The Miracle Rogue won. Big question, can Via do it again? Or is Ekop just going crazy card draw? I mean, he has a Twilight Drake already.
Which is really good. So I think the first one should go... Well, it's too early to say. But the advantage lies on Ekop's side. Especially because he not only he has a Twilight Drake, but also the coin. So that's good.
That's absolutely good. He can play one minion like an Ancient Watcher first. If he actually plays Ancient Watcher, we saw Nim's version. No Ancient Watcher to be seen in his. Via's hand is rather sad. As a 7 agent Conceal Blade Flurry, that could be better. And what is Ekop gonna get? So he just, I guess he went to the toilet or something. He just waited for the 30 seconds to go away. Siphon Soul, Mounted Giant, Faceless, and Twilight Drake. That's a really potent hand for Ekop.
Pain.
Yeah, he can drop, he could turn out, coin out Twilight Drake. Also Soulfire, that's good. Just drop Mountain. Continue with Twilight, Faces Manipulator or something. That's really nice.
You know what I think is kind of surprising? You don't necessarily want to play Miracle Rogue against the Shaman. You know, Ekop loves to play Shaman.
Yeah.
So why do you pick Miracle as a first deck when you play Ekop?
So you do not expect Ekop...
I wouldn't expect him to start with Handlock.
Yeah, but
he's a genius.
That's why he's starting with a Handlock and not with a Shaman, and you should know that he always starts with a Shaman, and then you expect him to not start with a Shaman because you think he's always starting with a Shaman. And those are the Might Games pre-game. We got an Acolyte of Pain for Via out, so good card draw to come.
May the pain begin.
And there's a Twilight Drake, so we get a 4/8 Twilight Drake, and, well, nothing Via can do against it.
Nope. That's actually absolutely nothing.
Yep, I have to agree with you here. Like, he has a Conceal, Eviscerate, Leroy, SI7, and Blade Flurry. So, how is he going to get rid of a Twilight Drake? Not at all. I mean, that's just super annoying.
Well, backstab.
Backstab? And then?
Eviscerate, hero ability, trade, GG.
And that hurts, like, using so much for one card. That's like...
Well, he kind of has to.
We could just go weapon up and maybe just go for the face and hope he draws still the sap. I mean, if the enemy attacks your 1/3, you draw a card nevertheless. You cannot backstab then anymore.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to backstab his Omen just to draw one card and 2 cards in total. That's okay. Oh, he gets another Acolyte of Pain. So I would say that's value. Just drop your second Acolyte of Pain, go for crazy card draws. He could also go for the SI7 agent just to deal the 2 damage. I mean, it would put down to 6. He could put it down to 5. And then he has an SI7 agent and Eviscerate still. So that's cool.
If Via wins this, he's a god.
Oh, he has good card draw potential. First to come. That's a pretty nice thing. And there's a 5/9 Twilight Drake.
Just go for the face.
Would you just go for the face?
Yeah, of course.
If there's a sap coming now, there would be so many cards for Via.
Well, 2.
Are we going to see... Oh, what now?
Yeah,
again?
2 cards regardless.
Yeah. Is he just going to run him in and really hope for a sap? That's like super annoying.
Yeah, well...
He has an
what options
Eviscerate.
does he have?
The problem is he has an Eviscerate, but he has no trigger for it. Oh, that's so annoying.
That's a troll step.
That's absolutely... stupid. Well, the good thing is he has the Auctioneer. So worst case scenario, what you really don't want to do, but you could play the Auctioneer and backstab your own minion again, just to draw 2 cards.
Then lose the Auctioneer.
And then lose the Auctioneer, absolutely. But you can, if you lose him to the 5/8, you can at least eviscerate him next turn. So that would be some value. But what else do you want to do? You can backstab the right one and eviscerate the Drake, but he's down to 4. You're not going to kill him.
myself for not clearing the board last turn. That's what I would do.
How then you will face the Mountain Giant nevertheless soon again. So yeah, you could have cleared.
Well, one more turn.
One more turn, absolutely. Well, he's down to 25. That didn't hurt so much. I guess Auctioneer, just draw as many cards as possible now.
Wow.
Yeah, well, he clears a minion. He gets 4 damage on the board. 8 damage with an eviscerate. Gets a weapon. So there's good damage for him. And what does Ekop want to do? He could Soul Fire something. He cannot Siphon Soul. He's 1 mana short.
Just face this 5/8.
And just face us a 5/8.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you Hellfire or play your Mountain Giant? I mean, you can taunt those 2 up next turn. Because Soulfire away, if you lose your Faceless, it's okay. If you lose a Siphon Soul, nothing happened. This looked like a really quick win for Ekop. Like
Yeah.
two turns win. Oh, well, there's the preparation. This could get interesting still. Auctioneer, preparation, conceal. If he takes 13 damage, he still has 7 HP, so he cannot... He might survive 1 or 2 more turns, and if he draws all his saps and everything... Don't count via dead. There are like some options.
Yeah, no.
Don't be so... so
mean.
down. No, there's like still... There's good stuff for him to come. He can draw a lot of cards. His minions will survive, absolutely. So if there's no Shadow Flame coming, he will take next turn 15 damage if there's an Argus. But he would survive those 15 damage with 5 HP.
No.
He just needs to kill those 2 giants somehow.
Or Leroy Power Overwhelming and he's dead.
Leroy Power Overwhelming, he's dead. So that's 13 damage on the board. Molten Giant. We got that Defend of Argus.
Play Faceless on your Giant. Be a man.
Plays Faces on your Giant.
Like, why not?
Why not? There's like no reason to not. I agree with you there. And there's 3 minions via need to kill now. So even with another Deadly Poison and Blade Flurry, that looks disastrous. What is on the board?
Let's consider here for a second. Is there any possible way Via could win
or at least survive
or
one
at
more
least
turn?
survive against double Giant and a 5/8 taunt?
Well, he can at least kill 1 with Blood Mage Selma's Blade Fury and Eviscerate. So he can kill 1.
Yes.
And then run in his Auctioneer on the other one. So 2 can die.
He can clear 2.
Yeah.
That's right. And he would take 5 damage.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't need to take damage.
3. He doesn't need to, but he wants to clear.
If there's no 15 damage incoming now, so then he cannot afford taking the 5 damage. Okay, life tab, and there's no. So now could get interesting. We got a 6/9 and a 9/9.
That kind of hurts.
What do we have for Via? So we got Selnus, Blade Flurry, for example. That would deal 4 damage. And then he can eviscerate for 5 the giant. He can run in his 2 minions into the Drake.
Just run your Acolyte into the Drake first.
Yeah, first to draw the card. But that's quite some damage to clear the board here. If he gets another Deadly Poison...
Wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah, that wouldn't change a thing. It would be... Well, he could shift for 2 instead. Well, he can just start with it first. There's no, like, draw the card. Oh, Cold Blood. That's actually interesting.
Doesn't change it, right?
Well,
well, it does.
He gets a card.
Blade Flurry and you could keep
And
his
wow,
place.
another Eviscerate. So he can Blade Flurry now and then just clear the 6/9 with his Acolyte and even draw a card. So that's just pretty strong. And as you say, if we had the double giants, I agree, absolutely. Well, okay, now even the double giants would have died. So whatever happened,
the Auctioneer would have been gone.
Well, he could preparation Eviscerate. So he didn't need to run his Auctioneer, and that giant would have gotten the Blade Flurry too. So let's just say, in the end, he could have cleared everything, whatever happened. And wow, that was just crazy. and brings him down to 17. Well, even further if he wants to. So he's down to 13.
That was a misplay.
The Molten Giant can come now.
Damn.
But well, he can play a Molten Giant, but he cannot Siphon Soul. So that there may be a taunted Molten Giant, but he has an Eviscerate. He has double Fan of Knives. He can kill that Molten Giant easy mode. Well, not easy mode, but he can kill him. So I guess he could play Leroy, for example. Eviscerate.
Wait.
Shadow Step Leroy. That's one damage short. I see one damage short at the moment. If there is just a taunted up giant coming.
No, I don't see a damage short. Well, if he like
there
depends on the Mortal Coil and Stillness or not.
If he Hellfires here, he Hellfires, Mortal Coils, plays his giant for 0 and taunts him up. So that's pretty good for him.
Zap.
What can he do? So he's on 2 HP.
Zap and win.
Yeah, he needs to draw Sap and win.
Zap!
That was like, okay.
Value!
GG. In the end, Via manages to win here, and you were like, he has no chance to win anymore.
No, I didn't say he has no chance to win anymore. I said
holding up the flag here for the
he's a god if he wins. And apparently he's a god.
That was really well played by Via. He had some nice draws, and just the play where he killed all the giants with Blade Fury and stuff. Big value, it was bossy. He was on 20 HP. He took 15. So enemy has Leroy, you're dead. There were so many cards that could have killed him in that direction. So
Did he
well, Leroy Soulfire. Well, that's.
No, I mean,
What are you
did he? If he had Faceless the Giant, would he still have lost?
If he faces, yeah, we were talking about it. He drew
he would have been able to clear it, but with Eviscerate, yeah. And that way he used the Eviscerate on the face.
No, he still had the Eviscerate in hand in the end. He didn't use it. He just won with Leroy and Sap. So he still had one Eviscerate left over.
But he drew into it. I mean, he used the Eviscerate to clear the last giant, didn't he?
No, he used the 5/1 Acolyte of Pain. He could have cleared everything with Preparation Eviscerate, so even with the Faceless Giant, with that redraw, he could have cleared everything. There was no other way. That was just well played. Onage.
That was really crazy.
And we got now.
It's almost a miracle.
Well, is there? Give me a second. Is there one game missing for me? I'm like, I gotta.
Let me check.
Yeah, I just got a question. Yeah, there is one game missing for me. That's no problem, Timo.
That's a shame.
Everyone is happy. So the next game we'll just see from one player's perspective, and we're ready to go without any further ado. Let's see how Ekop versus Via is doing here.
Yeah, that's working.
And for Ekop, we see his famous Shaman. You were talking about it. So
not really surprising.
Now he has to face a Shaman. Will we see it win or not?
I think we're gonna see it win because it's Ekop Shaman. Like it usually wins.
That Golden Doomhammer is so beautiful.
Damn.
Yeah, sadly we cannot show you this game from two perspectives.
That's because Timo screwed up, guys.
At least that's no player fault. That's our own fault at the moment. And that's what happens if you do a live production with recorded games. Things like this can happen, and we can deal with it. And a good start for Ekop here. I mean, he has the 1/1 out early on, and just another Argent Squire, so he has a strong early board.
Just drop a totem. Drop a totem. Drop a totem.
Well, the advantage is if you drop both, you can do 2 damage overall every time. And what does Via want to do turn 2? So he can kill one. He can burn the armor of one. The Divine Shield. That's not going to hurt you. The good thing if you do it this way, you get next turn 2 1/1s and 2 totems out.
Yep.
And that looks like an extremely impressive board.
And he want the taunt totem as well.
Oh.
Or spell damage. Like, general totems are just awesome. I mean, they're so pretty. Aren't they?
Did you say they're so pretty? Well, if you have a golden...
I like totems.
If you have a golden shaman, they're extremely pretty. And he has a lightning storm already. So if there is a concealed auctioneer coming, he can lightning storm the crap out of it. And that's good. Taunt totem now would be absolutely perfect. So his 1/1 minion might survive. It all comes down to is there Fan of Knives. Is he going to backstab the totem SI7 agent, something like this?
Yeah, even Fan of Knives is just like...
Well, he killed the 1/1, breaks the shield of the other one, and he could just weapon down the 0/2, taunt totem, and then next turn go for the 1/1. So Fan of Knives now would be cool. You would draw a card.
The problem is Ekop has no real follow-up right now.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem for Ekop. He has a Doomhammer, but he cannot play it. He can only totem, totem, totem. And as you say, he would like to have an Unbound. He would like to have Feral Spirits, something like that.
Unbound would be completely crazy.
Never sees the Fan of Knives, so card draw and killing one Argent Squire. Turned out really good. The healing totem is nice. It's just going to heal up itself every time. There's the Unbound. Wow, that's going to help a lot, especially with the Doomhammer next turn.
Wait.
Yeah, he kind of needs to play the Unbound.
Question is he going to Lightning Bolt the face? He doesn't want to, but he would make his Unbound Eviscerate proof.
He would make it Eviscerate proof, and he cannot play Doomhammer anymore next turn, so
would only die to Solnus Eviscerate, or Backstab Eviscerate, or Shift Eviscerate.
I guess it's possible to Lightning Bolt here to make what you said. The good thing is, if you get your Doomhammer turn 5, in total, Doomhammer is 16 damage. So even if you don't buff someone up, it's still 16 damage. And if you draw one Rockbiter, it's already more. You can add 6 damage more in total. So you get 22 damage overall.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, and that's just crazy. So, yeah, I know what you mean. But I just value Doomhammer so high. He got 16 plus a Lightning Bolt. So 19 damage plus the 1/1 on the board, 20 damage over the course of the game, if the game goes so long. So you need 4 turns. Until turn 8, he needs to hit him every turn twice to actually make it happen. What can Via do? So, as you said, just try to throw an Eviscerate. If he has one, he might not want to do it, since next turn is the Auctioneer turn. And double preparation, coin, go crazy, get a lot of value from your spells. There's always a lot to consider.
Backstab Eviscerate.
Oh, Backstab SI7 agent?
Backstab SI7. That makes sense.
Yeah, I was like Backstab Eviscerate, and then he should have killed the 1/1 with the Backstab.
Exactly, yeah.
So now he has the Doomhammer, but as you say,
Totem Lightning Bolt.
Totem Lightning Bolt or just Doomhammer and go for the face. You could also Doomhammer and kill him with your 1/1 and one swing of your hammer.
You really want to have the Taunt Totem?
You really want to have the Taunt Totem?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't kill the, you would kill the 3/3 absolutely, or would you leave it alive?
I would kill it. Well, it depends on the totem. If I get a Taunt Totem, I would keep it.
The most annoying thing against America Rogue is always, you leave one minion one time alive. Yeah, and it's already Cold Blood and Conceal worst case scenario. As a Shaman, you have the potential to Lightning Storm, so that's good. But then your Lightning Storm still needs to hit perfect.
Or you get a totem.
Yeah, if you get a totem, that's like easy mode to kill at least the SI7 agent. Turn 5 for Via, possible Auctioneer if he has it in hand. But if he had it, well, you might have seen it instantly. With no preparations or conceal, it's always risky. Especially if you see your enemy's Doomhammer. So it would be 8 damage he would take to clear an Auctioneer. But I feel the value in just clearing an Auctioneer. Acolyte of Pain now will get Earthshocked. Well, okay, no need to Earthshock it anymore.
Nope.
After he drew everything. Well, you can diminish one card draw at least. If you want with your Earthshock.
You want to keep your Earthshock, I guess.
Well, you get your Lightning Bolt, and you get your Lightning Storm and an Hex. If there's an Auctioneer coming, you can deal with it. But as you say, if there's Van Cleave, you want to Earthshock. Or at least, yeah, Earthshock some Auctioneer Lightning Bolt it away. Now, well, I would now in this situation just kill the right one with the Earthshock, hinder him from card drawing. You can kill the left one too, and deal 4 damage to the face again. So enemy down to 16. With a Rockbiter, next turn he would be down to 6. So a Rockbiter can turn everything in Ekop's favor instantly.
That'd be crazy.
Well, he's on 30, so he's not only having a lot of damage to deal, he also is pretty healthy. Via hasn't dealt 1 damage point to Ekop at the moment.
Yeah, there's still the Hex. Lightning Storm, of course, Defender of Argus. next turn you could also just like totem up, play defender, be set.
The good thing is for Via, he can afford losing a game actually, since yeah, well, he's 1-0. So if Ekop manages to pull this off, wow, Fire Elemental. So that's 3, that's 7 damage this turn if he wants to go for Fire Elemental. But we might see Defend of Argus into those 2 totems. I mean, it's turn 7 incoming, so you need to look out for Crazy Van Cleave, Deadly Poison on the weapon. I guess that's the biggest threat. If he Deadly Poisons his weapon, you really want him to Blade Flurry instantly, or just start hitting your totems.
Get totem. Damn it.
Both things are good. I mean, you get a 6-5 minion out.
Both is fine. I just see the risk of Izudike Eviscerate, for example, or Salnus Eviscerate.
Absolutely. Still, he's down to 9. Not only, yeah, a Rockbiter would win him. A Lightning Bolt. Well, he would need to get a Lightning Storm, Lightning spell damage totem. Alakir to 6, yeah, with Alakir he wins 2. So there are some good cards he can draw. If he has a Lava Burst, that will win him the game too. So there are quite some cards Ekop could draw from his whole deck to pull off the game here. And Via needs to clear the 6-5, as you say. He wants to have Eviscerate, spell damage Eviscerate.
Yeah.
At least Backstab Eviscerate, or, well, Backstab SI7, whatever. Backstab Blade Flurry. There are some plays. But you need to kill the 6-5 or it's just going to kill you. And you don't want to bounce it.
No.
If you bounce it, 3 more damage in your face, 4 more from the weapon, you already be down to 2 HP. And you cannot afford dropping to 2 HP. And there's a stat. We were talking about it. But that's going to hurt long term. Not if Via has...
even short to midterm, I'd say.
Well, if Via has everything here to win the game, that was the correct thing to do. So he cannot know. Like, Ekop at the moment cannot pull off lethal. So double Eviscerate for Via. And I guess that there's some crazy Van Cleave incoming. Van Cleave. And is he going to conceal it?
Close.
That would be a 12-12 Van Cleave concealed.
Ooh. But he couldn't attack with his weapon. Oh, he could. He did.
Yeah. And that's 1 damage short for him. Oh, Ekop cannot go for I win, press the I win button.
No.
He needs to unbound and Defend of Argus, or he's going to die.
Yep.
The good thing is he brings his enemy down to 8. If he plays Defend of Argus and his totem attacks, so he brings him down to 8. And if yeah, his 1/3 totem brings him down to 8. If he's not attacking with his weapon, still hoping for the Rockbiter weapon.
No reason to attack.
Yeah. And if Ekop attacks back, if Via attacks back on the 1/3, he will be on 7 HP, and then Ekop wins. So at the moment, with the 1/3 totem, he has enough damage to win the game. With a 2/3 minion too. Via needs a Blade Flurry to stay alive, 100%. If Via only takes 1 damage point, he's just screwed.
Or he gets an Earthen Ring.
Earthen Ring? Yeah, Earthen Ring would help a lot. I always tend to forget Earthen Ring for CS. So you're like, sure, you calculated your damage, and then your enemy plays an Earthen Ring. That hurts a lot.
Earthen Ring Blade Flurry would be funny.
That would be devastating for Ekop in the end. And that's what I said. He's down to 7, first of all.
Well, he knows he's in trouble.
Okay, he can stab.
GG.
Oh, he forgot. That's like 12 damage. Down to 4. But yeah, not enough. So GG in the end for Ekop. He's going to pull off a win here. That was quite cool.
Fire Elemental.
Fire Elemental and win. So nice game in the end. And it's 1-1. Via versus Ekop.
Extremely close.
That was extremely close.
Up. Team is awake.
Team is awake,
nice.
not sleeping anymore, no problem.
Yeah, he just woke up. We were kind of loud.
Not only the casters are getting trashed by sun and heat, also the producer, even though he has a fan in his face, like it's literally almost in his face, just pointing right at him, blowing him away. Now we got the third match, Via versus Ekop, prepared for you. And we actually have it from both point of views again.
Nice.
So, without any further ado, let's see if Ekop is able to rescue his team.
Go ace match Ekop.
We got Hunter.
Or die trying.
We got Hunter versus Shaman. And Via already starting.
That's a good matchup for Hunter, because Unleash the Hound is just real painful.
I would slightly favor Via in this matchup. Like Ekop has a good Shaman deck, and he already has 2 Defender of Arguses. But in the end, I would favor Via.
Yeah, I would definitely favor Via.
Like he has an Arcane Golem, he has a weapon, so that's like some super strong board.
He has Unleashed the Doges.
And Animal Companion although. And just like he started with Leopard Gnome. Leopard Gnome is just such great value. It's just looking great for Via already, in my opinion. But double Defender of Argus for Ekop.
2 damage to the face.
Would you go like coin Eaglehorn Bow or coin Huffer?
Nope.
Just noping me here.
Yep.
But Misha, that's cool. I guess I would have killed. I guess I would have killed the Selnus.
You would?
Yeah.
Why?
Selnus is out. If there is
a Lightning Bolt,
Rockbiter or Lightning Bolt, you lose your Misha. And that's like too much of a risk in my opinion. Like unnecessary risk. You didn't need to take. And he even gets a Taunt Totem. That's super BM from Ekop. Just getting the Taunt Totem early on. Nice Eaglehorn Bow, so he can deal this 3 damage and brings Ekop down to 25. And he has a kill command in hand. Plus Unleash, plus Arcane Golem. There's already some damage for Via. If he continues with killing the totems like this, it's turning out perfect for him. But if Ekop, just like, if he kills the 2-1 and gets a Taunt Totem, perfect. Just perfect. He's thought about maybe dropping an Argus, just hovered over it for a second. You get a 2-3 minion out, and those 3 damage from the bow will go into your minion, at least.
I don't think they will.
How much damage could he deal next turn already? With Arcane Golem, Leopard Gnome, so he can deal 9 damage, if he wanted to. That's a waste, since he can use his Steady Shot also. That's half the damage Arcane Golem does for 2 damage, for 2 mana. I guess Ekop needs to, in my opinion, he needs to get a totem and a Rockbiter away the Leopard Gnome, even though that hurts a lot.
Drops Defender.
I guess tracking. Well, I guess tracking. First of all, see what you get.
Yeah.
If you get a trap, you could consider not Eaglehorn bowing. If you get an Eaglehorn bow, I would just kill the 2-3 now.
Really? I would just go for the face.
But would you go for, like, you can... But
why
you can
would, like, you have Unleashed the Dongas on your hand, and just let him, I don't know, fill his board. And
the thing is, you don't want to lose your 2-1.
You could even go Timberwolf.
You
or Explode, doesn't matter. Those are 3 great cards.
The Timberwolf is cool. I agree. Eaglehorn Bow or Timberwolf, I don't see the explosive trap. I saw the Timberwolf there. I agree with you, but I haven't seen the explosive trap.
Via is not manly.
Well, he's playing it correct.
Yeah, he's playing it safe.
The main problem is if he goes Arcane Golem, well, Ekop could go Doomhammer.
2 damage to the face. 2 damage to the face. 2 damage to the face.
Or he might consider playing his Eaglehorn Bow, so next turn he has 5 mana to drop his stuff. He can also drop 5 mana with
he loses 2 damage.
Absolutely.
You don't want to lose 2 damage.
What's Ekop want to do? Like Doomhammer?
Yeah.
It's
take 4 to the mouth.
Nah, that hurts. Like he's going down to 17 already.
And he's overloaded.
He's overloaded and he cannot play his Fire Elemental.
Nope.
Via saying thanks. Especially with like Eaglehorn Bow. So he can bring him down to 12 in this turn. Wolf Rider Arcane Golem.
What? Wolf Rider?
That's like some really...
No, weapon.
No, you want weapon, and because you can next turn although go Wolf Rider.
Yep.
And attack with Eaglehorn. So he can deal 5 now. And next turn he could deal 7-10 additionally. But then he would survive by 2. Doesn't matter, he has a kill command. You can go also Wolf Rider.
Damn it, yeah.
Both plays are absolutely okay. Doesn't need to Eaglehorn here. Can also Eaglehorn next turn. In the end, it comes down to the same damage.
No. Not necessarily. Well,
If his
yeah,
minion,
if he's attacking, but he's using lightning storm.
yeah, if his minion would survive, same damage, but that's just a lightning storm. Overloaded again, so we're not gonna see a fire elemental here. Ekop did some damage, so he rocked him down to 16 with that rock bitered up Doomhammer. But Via is like, his hand is just so good. Eaglehorn Bow, bring him down, and there's just that one kill command. And he's down to 7, so Owl, kill command, steady shot, GG. Game over. It was like...
See ya, Ekop.
That was rather fast. Via is just going to win this best of 3 here, and DogeHouse will get destroyed. Not. Oh, he has... I wanted to say not, and then I was like, oh yeah, he had 7. So
he had 7. He also has a weapon.
Yeah, he can. The thing is, he can just Iron Beak all the way the 2/2, but he doesn't even need to. So he can deal 5 plus the 2 from his steady shot, and it's already GG.
Would you have silenced the defender of Argus and then say oops and then kill him?
No, I would just go straight for the face, win the game.
Okay.
I know Ekop, so I might have done it just because I know him.
I was just saying, like, Ekop would have done it.
People always go like crazy BM, but those players are often friends and making fun between each other, so that's a possible thing to do. But DogeHouse loses here.
That's, well, not surprising, but
Planetkey just played super well.
They played great.
They played great, and we can. So first of all, we have again the Liquipedia of Gentleman Cup. So we just go Gentleman Cup, Liquipedia once again. And for you guys, we actually have here the standings. We're just gonna drop here into it and take a quick peek. So that didn't work out. Yeah, he just refused to take a quick peek. So we got here the standings for you. We can actually make those bigger. So we had DogeHouse on spot 4, and Planetkey on spot 6.
But very, very like tight in wins. 3-2, 3-2, 3-2. All the teams are so close together.
It could be that they're sharing the 4th spot again at the moment after today. So they're both 3-3 now. After Planetkey won and DogeHouse lost.
So it's 13 to 14.
And so someone needs to figure out.
13, 14. No, it's exactly the same.
It's exactly the same.
It's exactly the same. I just figured it out in my head.
You figured it out in your head. So we might see tomorrow too, and then we see if you figured it out right in your head. And the next match of the day will be Eeriness versus VVV Gaming. So we got 5th place versus 7th place.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a really interesting one. In VVV, we get a lot of people that actually play on America a lot, I heard. They're just dropping their, like, the Zotex NA, Top Deck NA, whatever NA. Just all the tournaments you can play in NA, they're grabbing those. If you never heard of those VVV guys. Eeriness is one of our qualificants, so they went to a qualifier. And I'm really happy to see those teams perform against each other. We got one more best of 5 for you, maybe best of 5. So it's always
one. Well, it is a best of 5, but we will see if it's 5 matches. Or not.
If it's 5 matches, you're right. Quick break, then we're back with the next match of the day.